Kia ora guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. We're back with Dusk, and we are a little bit away from the ranch today. We're down by a lab that we discovered. We came out trying to search to see if we could find any structures, any buildings which we might be able to get some pipes from. The lab is definitely one of those places, but also the lab is somewhere we can find a whole host of other things as well, so it'd be nice to see if we can maybe find some of those things perhaps. But we're going to start off by heading in here and seeing if we can disassemble some of these racks. I know there are some in here. I don't know whether or not we're actually going to get any from here because I don't think these are metal racks, but we will see all the same. No, just 2x4s and nails for those. That's okay. So we need to try and find ourselves some metal racks. And those are essentially the same. Those are kind of like glass cabinets. Well, this is a good start. We haven't found any yet. Doesn't mean that they don't exist though. They definitely do. We can't go ahead and remove that door. So we're gonna have to go further into the lab to be able to do this. What we wanna try and do before we do that though is essentially try and empty out what we have on us. Now I need to try and find one of these containers that isn't actually full, which is gonna be harder than it looks because we are very much at capacity at the moment in terms of all the equipment and everything else that we have with us as well. We have a lot of crap. Some of it is useful, other things not as useful. So I think what we need to start trying to do is just fill up the floor trunks that we have. At least that's going to be the plan. So we're going to go ahead to not pavement, Goliath. There we go. Okay, and over here we're going to go inventory and we'll go ahead and get rid of that filter. Fantastic. We put in another one, so we'll get rid of that as well. There we go. Nice. So we're just going to start getting rid of some things. You know what? We're probably going to drop these metal. No, we'll just put them back into our thing. Our quiver's got 6 in there at the moment. We've got a few of these plastic arrows. They're not super amazing, but they're not terrible at the same time. So, yeah. We're not going to need the entrenching tool in there. Rubber hose we're not going to need as well, so we'll leave that in there for now. Ambien. Let's see, codeine, the medical ampule. The ranch prospectus we're just going to keep on us because that seems to be a little buggy and weird, so we don't want anything strange to happen there. So we'll go drop everything else off, and I feel like we're looking pretty good after that. We've got a decent carry capacity. We are tired at the moment, however, and we are thirsty. We know that we can deal with those things by just spending some time digging our roots into the ground. However, it is quite cold and it's very, very late at night. It might be worth us trying to have a little bit of a sleep out here, potentially. And that's just going to mean grabbing some blankets for us to be able to kind of wrap around ourselves. I'm trying for the life of me to remember where we have put our blankets. I think I just need to try and have somewhere close by that I know for certain that's where they are, because otherwise it's going to be a little difficult to keep track of where everything is. Yes, we have a few security cameras that definitely need to be installed over here as well. There's probably a number of things that I want to get installed in this vehicle still that we'll get to within time. Let's see. No, those seem to pretty much be all recipes, so we'll just do another quick all-around search here, see if we can find any blankets that might be able to keep ourselves warm. Downfilled blanket, fantastic, that's what we're after. So we're just going to go ahead, head over to there, go to inventory, and we're going to take 2 downfilled blankets. We're going to hop outside. This lot, they will sleep in the vehicle once they actually get tired, so they probably will before long. We're going to go drop one of these on the ground, and we are going to wear one ourselves. I know it's kind of silly that we're, sleeping outside, but that's just the way that Dusk is. And yes, let's definitely turn off the cranial flashlight as well. I'm so glad that warning is in there now, because otherwise, yeah. Oh, right, so there's going to be a lot of noise around here. They seem to be able to sleep through it perfectly fine, but we have our little trick. We can turn our ears off, and so that's what we're going to do. Sound dampeners, bam. So let's go to sleep, because essentially from these little vents that are beneath the ground, all these sounds start echoing out. And I imagine for some of them here, it is quite frightening, but for Dusk, it's just like, meh, it's normal. It's a normal thing. I'm used to it. So we can see a zombie that's close by and a grim howler. They don't seem to be coming and paying any attention to us at all. It's flurries at the moment, so that means that we can't get any energy whatsoever from the sun because it blocks it out entirely. I find weird, but that's okay. Looks like we've got another little landmine just down to the south as well. Okay, we've got a few landmines around here. Let's go turn our ears back on, because that's going to be very, very useful. And we'll ignore those for the time being. Let's go grab that blanket, and I want to see if we can just drop these in the rare one here. We might not be able to, though, because they are pretty damn full. And they fall onto the pavement, so I'm just going to move them out. I can't actually select the pavement. So we're going to have to go get items on ground, like that. Well, hot damn. We'll just go drop them in this back one here. That'll make it a little bit easier to find them in the future before we need to sleep on the ground. So we're hungry and thirsty. I'm not super concerned about the thirst, because more often than not, down in labs you can find a decent amount of fresh water. So I'm not really concerned about that right now. Oh, it's the same landmine field. It just stretches that whole way over there. So that's fine. We are going to go inside. We're going to go down level, and we'll see whether or not our temperature. Ooh, yes, the temperature is starting to drop. So this is a ice lab. Okay, all right. So it's probably going to be best for everyone if we ask them to wait up the top here. So we're going to go ahead and just very quickly ask them all to just guard this position. So same for you, Chung, Lady Sis. There we go. And finally, Rich. Bam. So they're going to stay in this position here. Can we still swap positions with you? Well, that's annoying. We can't do that unless they're following us. So, Lady Sis, I need you to come with me so that you can get out the way so that I can move past you. Okay, there we go. Now, I need you to guard this position. See you around. Okay, all right. So, we might as well go grab one of those down blankets, because that's going to keep us pretty warm. We are going to need to drop it the first moment that we actually see something that could do damage to us. So let's grab that. We're going to go ahead and wear... No, that's our ring. Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. Okay, did not mean to activate that then. Okay, all right, so let's go start heading inside now. We're very thirsty. Like I said, I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to find something down here. And we'll go ahead and activate our cranial flashlight for now. Occasionally I will go ahead and turn it off though, because it is dangerous to have it on, because rooms where there could be turrets, you won't be able to kind of tell. Now, we do have some CBMs in here. I wasn't kind of looking for CBMs. It's just a cranial flashlight. Well, ain't that funny? Ain't that a thing? Okay, looks like it's just a kind of standard room. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, more cigarettes, etc. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like we don't have many, or as many metal frames as I was expecting. Okay. But we mightn't here. If this is a barracks, there will be lockers, and we'll be able to find some in there. It is a barracks. There's a barracks on level 1 as well. So let's go ahead and see if we can open this thing. We shouldn't have any trouble doing that. We're pretty good with computers now, so I don't see us having a problem. Okay, let's go ahead and open this thing up. Are we hearing any noises? Sounds pretty good to me. Then again, that isn't always the case. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of really decent quality gear here, but we're not really here for that. We just want to go deconstruct this furniture, and we want to see if we can get some pipes from this. And sure enough, we can. How many pipes do we get? 8 pipes. That's fantastic. So we'll just take as many as we can. I'm tempted to go down to like the final level of this lab, even just by ourselves. The problem with doing that though is that each level gets colder and colder, so by the time you get to the very, very bottom, it can be absolutely incredibly cold, and it's no good for no one. Okay, 8 pipes, fantastic. We'll go ahead and check this final one as well. Okay, just seeing if there's anything incredible that could be in there. You know what, I mean, we're here. I was gonna say we might as well check and see what's inside of the vault, because we can do that. Actually, we can't really. Our power is pretty low. So for us to be able to phase through the wall, I think we need like 200. And plus, that wasn't really the idea, the reason that we came down here, this mission. So we're gonna go back with what we've got. We've got 22 pipes. That's already more than enough. We didn't even need that much. We needed like 25, I think. Is that correct? No, 50. Okay, well, we have enough back of the truck. At least I'm almost certain that we do. So we'll compile them all, and that will let us know for certain. Okay, this is going to take us back up. Okay, fantastic. Yay. Excellent. So Chung, come with me. Thank you. Whoa, what happened there? Lady Sis, let's go. And finally, Rich, let's go as well. Right, we're gonna be on our... That freaking scared the crap out of me. That sounded like it was right next to us. Sometimes it sounds a little bit more distant than that, but that literally sounded like it was right next to us, so... yeah, forgive me for feeling a little bit startled by that. Okay, so we're hungry and thirsty at the moment. Not super happy about that. It just doesn't rain anymore, because essentially, whenever it's cold enough for it to rain, it's snowing instead, because it is so cold. So that kind of sucks. It's okay though, because we'll be able to get some extra fresh water once we head back to the ranch, because of the little well that we've been helping make. Okay, so if we follow the road from the lab here, we should be able to make our way perfectly fine. Yeah, not super concerned about the very thirsty. That will disappear before long. We could always just go and plant our roots into the ground if we get extra cold, because for some reason, it's like, it's a bit of a weird one, because it doesn't matter if it's, completely dark, but if we put our roots into the ground while we're waiting, we can just be chill. We're fine. We can absorb all the nutrients we want. But if we're sleeping, we don't. And I don't know why those two abilities are so different from each other. I guess it's just a balance thing. That was a very, very meaty explosion. Okay, we're all right. We just skidded for a little bit then. We're fine. Just everyone relax. Okay, I want to make sure that we're kind of going the right way here. Okay, so once we reach the end of the forest, we're just going to go ahead and just take a turn straight up and kind of follow the edge of the forest all the way back. Because that way we should be able to skirt around the turrets that are up there. And we do need to do a little bit of work on our vehicle as well, because some of the spiked plating is completely destroyed, so yeah, otherwise we're going to have bits of our vehicle start slowly falling off, and no one wants that. Okay, so let's see, if we start turning now, we should be okay. I just don't want to get too close to the little roadblock with the turrets. There we go, we're fine. Okay, my mouth aches, yeah, because it's cold. It's very cold at the moment. We'll be right. We're still wearing the goddamn blanket, aren't we? We are. We're getting quite a bit of pain now. Oh, because we're defrosting? Yeah. As you can see, our torso is incredibly encumbered at the moment, and that's because of our lovely blanket that we're rocking at the moment. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and stop the vehicle here. Let's stop driving for now. Jumping out. We're going to go and... Oh, there are other blankets. We're going to go take off this downfall blanket, just drop it on the ground, that's fine. Yes. Okay, so let's start dropping these pipes in then. So I'm going to go drop that there. 22 pipes. Okay, let's see, what do we have in here? Should be this storage here. 27 pipes. Perfect. That's perfect. That's fine. How many can we take here? Okay, it looks like we're going to have to do this in a few runs. That's fine. Go ahead and just take 20 for now. Go ahead, drop you up there. Bam. Nearly complete. We'll give them... Because I can't remember exactly how much we got up there right now. We'll just take the next 7 and see how we're doing. Go and drop you up there. 7 pipes. Boom. That should be enough now, I think. So let's go have a chat and see. Talk of Georgette. No, not yet. So apparently we don't have enough pipes there. Damn it. I was so sure that we did. Let's see, how many pipes? 49! We were 1 pipe off. You're freaking kidding me. Okay, well luckily we do have some pipes here. So we'll just take one of the pipes that hasn't been damaged and we'll go drop that up there. That's hilarious. I was so sure that we'd over-provided. Let's see, we want to drop off our pipe. There you are. Bam. Okay, Georgette, let's have a chat. Okay, let's see. Do you have the pipes? Not... What? Yes, we have 50 pipes, right? Gather 50 pipes. Yes, that's what we've done, right? How are they not stacked together? What? What is going on? Okay, alright, let's go from that square. Okay, there are all the pipes. Okay, so we want to try and move things to just the next square along. What the hell? We'll move everything across. Are they together? No, it's 49 and 1 pipe. Why is that happening? Oh, good fun. Good fun. Okay, let's just start trying to transfer them up, move them a little bit further up from us. Maybe it just wasn't in the right spot. Maybe they wanted it to be somewhere else. Usually it's pretty like open. You can have it wherever you want to have them. That's 28 pipes there. Why am I only seeing 28 now? What? Why are there only 28 pipes now? Did they get transferred somewhere else? No, there's only 28 pipes now. Because we've got 21 pipes on us. Okay, right. I don't remember picking them up, but then I probably just made that mistake. Okay, let's go grab some more pipes from the truck. God damn. Okay, what might have happened is that I might have accidentally picked some of them up by walking by them. That's possible. Let's go drop pipe by pipe. Okay, we should have all the pipes there now, Georgette. I'm just saying. Okay. Yay! Fantastic, we finally did it. We completed it. We have the pipes. There we go. No payment necessary. Okay, so they're gonna have some plumbing now. Okay, that's good. Good to know. All right, let's see. What needs to be done? What's the next job? With the well's completion, we're rapidly closing the sustainability gap. In order to expand from here, we'll need massive quantities of lumber to construct fortifications and new buildings. We've already begun work on a manually operated sawmill, but we need 2 motors to control the actual blades. We're hoping you might be able to secure the motors for us. Now, this is the difficult thing. I know this mission. I've seen this mission done before, and it's difficult because the engines, it has to be a very specific type of engine. Power for the motors will be provided by a salvaged truck battery. You need not bring additional mechanical components. Oh, so just, wait, what? What about okay, let's see, do you have any advice? Mining would always be an option if you had the resources. Well, that doesn't help us that much. I've got to go. Okay, so what, gather 2 motors, and see, this is the problem. It says gather 2 motors, right? It doesn't tell you what motors. There are a lot of motors in Cataclysm, and I can't remember off the top of my head which motors it's meant to be. They need to be 2 of the same, and yeah, as to what those motors are, which ones they're specifically meant to be, we don't know for sure. We'll talk to her again, see if we can find something else. Not you, Chung. You wait, buddy. Not yet. About that job, you're not going to give us any additional information, are you? Well, damn. Okay, so question then is, what engines is it gonna be? I mean, it could just be any number of engines, because like we can't construct engines ourselves. Yep, we can make a vortex engine. We can make a vortex engine, but we can't make a regular engine. Now that's something that we're gonna have to get from a vehicle, so something that we need to consider. Let's have a look at this place though, because it's been a little while since we've had a look at the rest of it. So that's the well over there, fantastic. I think that might actually be working. We'll go and have a walk over there and see if it is working indeed. Oh, look at that, we've actually got, that area is sealed off as well. Okay, so stuff's definitely happening here. You know, a little bit of extra fortifications here and there, it would seem. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Have we talked to you? I think we've talked to everyone down here. Oh, you're a farmer, Gabrielle. Okay. Could be worse. Hire your services. Okay. Right. Okay. Interesting. Let's just go. Let's just leave. Let's leave them. Oh, excellent. Okay, well we can actually see that the fireplace has worked out okay, and they've got a decent amount of lumber there as well, so yeah, it's certainly looking more homely in this place. Still very, very dark. Okay. Okay, what in the world is that then? So obviously we've got like a farm field up the top there. That's nice, that's good. Looks like they're clearing this area for something else, maybe another building. the one that I was just actually standing on there. This, I have no idea what this is meant to be. It's a car chassis. Yep, well, I kind of figured that, but I don't know what the purpose of you is. No idea at all. Okay, what about in here? This is also new. Okay. Conveyor belt. Ooh, nice. So this is the sawmill that they're constructing. Nice, very nice. Well, let's see if we can go ahead and take some water from the pump. We'll go ahead and pour it into that canteen, and then we'll pour it into that canteen. All right, we're hungry again. Let's have something to eat. Okay, do we have any of the... We probably put them away, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, well that's fine. That water probably isn't good for us, and I'm just trying to see if there was anything in there. No, we don't have anything that I think... Well, we're immune from diseases. We might still get a little sick from just drinking water as it is. Let's have a drink and see. No, we're actually okay. Let's have some more water. Because this is just regular water as well. No, we're not getting any negative effects as of yet. Okay. Alright, and let's just go ahead and fill up the rest of it. Cool, okay, so we're full, we're slaked. However, we are tired and we're still kind of in pain as well. And that's something that we might want to try and deal with, if we can. Not easy for us to actually deal with it. I'm surprised that we can't sleep inside because this is dirt floor, right? You would imagine that we would be able to sleep on this, but it won't let us. Unless that, yeah. Our roots try to get down, but they can't. I get you. It's cold and miserable. We all understand. I'm half tempted for us to go to sleep while the sun is still out so that we might be able to get something, but with it pretty much snowing all the time, I doubt that's actually going to happen. What I want to do though is just grab this other blanket and just bring it over onto the square that we're on so that we can keep ourselves warm with all of those, and we are going to try and go to sleep now, just to see if we can allow Dusk to have a proper sleep. Let's see. I'm actually surprised that our mouth was getting cold as well, because we do have our survivor mask. And that's keeping us pretty well sealed in. I'm hoping that this is actually going to keep our tiredness at bay, at least for a decent kind of stint this time. We'll see whether or not it actually does that, because Dusk seems to be getting rather tired lately. As am I. So I think it's rolling off both myself and her. Well, the others are asleep at the moment, which is kind of cute. I want to try and see if we can get these cameras installed on the vehicle. We already have two on either side, one here, one here. I do want to get some on the back, so I think I want to try and put one essentially right on this door, if that's possible. Camera control system, no, we actually just want to install a security camera. So we'll go ahead and do that, fantastic. And now what we can do is we can actually install one on the front as well. And the reason why we might want to do something like that is if we come up against an enemy that needs to be able to see us, we can just close all those curtains, and so it shouldn't be able to detect us. At least that's the idea behind doing something like that. And I actually want to change the controls, the controls over so that we're actually sitting in the center. So install that security camera there. We're going to go remove, and we want to remove the... I'm going to do some repairs here as well, don't worry. But we're going to go into the vehicle, and we are going to remove a few bits and bobs there. The horn we'll remove because we want to have that in the same place. Camera control system, controls, and clock, because I want to be sitting on that in that square. Okay, good. So we're going to go to that square now. We're going to go ahead and install. Let's go install truck horn, install camera control system. Okay, that took a little longer. That's fine. Install clock and install controls. Okay, nice. So everything should be able to be used from the center there. Now, I'm wondering why the seats are slightly different there. They're the same, I'm just wondering why the coloring is different. Just different things on them, I'm assuming. Everyone's got seatbelts, which is fantastic. Right, so let's get repairing. So it looks like some of these curtains got damaged somehow. Okay, well we can't repair the curtains. Great, good start. Spike plating, we can repair that. Great, so we'll go ahead, do what we can. We can repair that as well. Fantastic. Floodlight got damaged. We need more duct tape apparently. Duct tape is something that's definitely a need. The alternator was damaged. That's not good. Composite armor plating. Go ahead and deal with that. Okay. Yeah, so that spike plating actually got completely demolished. So we need to make some more spike plating or have something to kind of replace that. Good to know. I think we just need to try and get some more, okay, security camera. We can go ahead and, no we can't. We need more duct tape and or super glue. We might be able to make a little batch of super glue, possibly. Let's just have a look. 12 minutes. Yep, that should be perfectly fine. We should get a few units out of that. So let's go ahead, spend some time doing it. About half an hour, that's fine. And bam, super glue, fantastic. So let's go back to the vehicle and we'll see if we can repair these things. Security camera, fantastic. That took 2 super glues. Wow, great. So we actually go through super glue pretty fast then. Lovely. Yeah, oh, that's gonna take 2 as well? Hang on. Wait, what? It's 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 before. Am I not consuming these? 3 super glue now. What? What's going on? 1 out of 3. What is going on? Are we just using like a little bit of each of them, or is something strange happening here? This is something very Twilight Zone about this. I don't know why. It's really weird. I'm not going to complain, you know. It is what it is. Sometimes some weird things will happen, and maybe that was one of them. Not certain. Not certain. Yeah, so these engines, we're probably not going to be able to do that one just yet, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to do some research into it and figure out what the actual engine is. It could just be like a small electric motor that we're looking for, or it could be some other kind of smaller motor that would be in like a small motorcycle or like a lawnmower. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. Is like you would imagine you could use any engines at all, but I'm pretty sure it is specific. They both obviously have to be the same engines, but I think it has to be a very specific type of engine as well that they're looking for. Because otherwise it's going to mean that we're going to run backwards and forwards trying to get this, and it's no good. So something that I did want to try and do some work on today was trying to figure out a way for us to use our power armor in this slot here. Now I believe that we actually have it in there right now. Or no, in fact we don't. So we need to make sure that we grab our power armor and we bring it into this one here, because this little container here, this is a UPS compatible recharging station. And so what I want to do is I want to load up power armor with a UPS. At least that's the kind of idea that I have with it, so that we can power it that way. Yeah. I wonder if can we take power, because the thing is, like, the vehicle is at a really good power level at the moment. There's a lot of power in there. Am I able to use my jumper cable leads, my jumper cable charging system? Am I able to use that? To activate it, you need to jumper cable connected to a vehicle to drain power from it. And that's what we want to do. So we need to grab some jumper cables. Again, this is going to be fun trying to figure out where these might be. Oh, fantastic. That's brilliant. We found them right away. Love it. I love it when something works. That's something that I probably am going to do off camera, is essentially sort everything. It's going to take a long time to do it, but it's definitely necessary. So let's see. We should be able to activate these now. I want to do it outside the vehicle, just so that we can actually see that it's working properly. Is that door closed now? Oh, now it is. Okay. Right, so cable charging system is turned on. Let's go ahead and activate our jumper cables, attaching it to the vehicle. Okay. Did it work? Who knows? Will it tell us if I look at this? Cable charging system is turned online. I mean, our power's going up, but is that just from the solar power, or is that from something else? It seems to be going up at quite a pace. If I take a step away, is it going to disconnect? Okay, it breaks loose. Right, so, and now, okay, it definitely was charging. That's good to know. So, where did it go? Where did it disappear to? Get items. Jumper cable, where have you gone? Should be under tools, jumper cable, fantastic. It is still there. Okay, so that's how that works. So, I just want to charge ourselves up first, get our battery up a decent amount. Just because we've been low for a fair while. And it doesn't take us as long to charge up this way. Well, it takes a while, but not as long. Actually, you know what? Let's just wait here for 2 hours. That's the best way to do it, because then at the same time, we're going to be able to put our roots in. Although I think I've got something on my feet right now, so that's why. Yeah, we actually have survivor boots on at the moment. The socks are over the top of the boots because that's how we like to roll in Cataclysm pretty much 90% of the time. And let's have something to eat at the same time as well. We are going to try and get a different food source as well, something that is a little bit more sustainable. Right, cables are disconnected, that's perfectly fine. Let's see, let's try and track down where this power armor is. I'm pretty sure it's on the outside somewhere from memory. Either that or it's in one of these larger... Yeah, I know that it was in one of these, right? It's a whole heap of our stuff, but it's not what I'm looking for. Right, so let's move into this square, and let's just do an all-around search. We are looking for, not jumper cables this time, we are looking for power armor, which I know is around. I thought it was here. Okay, so that's a power storage CBM, light power armor, so that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for our heavy power armor. So that's none of that. None of that. This is how we figure out where our things are. Okay, fantastic. And it's all to the northeast, so it's in that top one there. Fantastic. So we know now, so we can go ahead and have a look at it at the very least for now. So we have, yep, heavy power armor helmet and heavy power armor. So at the moment it is drawing power from our own personal system. So we need to try and figure out a way for us to either power ourselves more or just get better power to this thing. I'm trying to figure out whether or not we can actually put a UPS compatible mod on the actual armor. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Yeah, I can't remember whether or not we can. The whole idea that I have for this is essentially it's going to be set up in that box there so that we can just jump into this vehicle and just put on our power armor and be ready to go. The whole idea behind this kind of truck is kind of modeling off the vehicle that Reinhardt uses in Overwatch. In the comics, he has this truck which is holding his Crusader armor, and I kind of imagine a similar thing for Dusk, where she has her armor rigged up, ready to go, so that she can just jump into it, and it's pretty much almost always going to be fully charged. So yeah, it's just the battle of trying to figure out how we're going to power this thing fully. So what we might have to do for the time being is try and get the armor on and see how that's going to work out for us. So what we're going to have to do that is essentially take all of our things off. So that pretty much means everything. So I'm going to go through this here. It does mean that I'm going to be dropping a whole heap of things on the ground. So what we're going to do instead of that is we're just going to end up putting everything into this container, or at least we're going to try to. Yeah, we might have some volume issues there, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to do it this way. It's just a safer way to do it. However, it's not going to deal with the things that are actually on us, so we just need to be wary of that. Actually, no, hang on. Rather, it is dealing with the things that are on us. Okay, and owning on us. Oh no, we've got 87 liters of storage in that, so that should be perfectly fine for us to do. So we can do it this way. So we're just going to go through selecting everything. There probably is a select all, but that's fine. Something that we do need to get for the power armor as well, though, is a hauling frame, which we can't make for some reason. There is a good chance there might be something like that down in the lab. The possibility is definitely there. So we're pretty much going to have to drop everything for now. So we'll do just that. We'll go ahead and drop everything in there for now. Yeah, it's going to have to be the whole shebang. Okay, that's everything. That is everything. And as you can see, we do look kind of strange with everything off. We still have our fangs and roots and vines and yeah, strange stuff all around. So with all of those now into the floor of this, we're going to go and grab the heavy power armor helmet and the heavy power armor. Okay, right, we have to grab the heavy power armor first because we need to put it on right away. And we will wear it. Okay, and we will get items, heavy power armor helmet, and we will wear it. Okay, alright, I still don't like the look of that one there. I don't know why it's working this way. That's actually for a different set of armor. I've had a look at the tile sets, so I don't know why that one's being drawn for the heavy power armor. But who knows? Who knows? We have a tiny bit of carrying capacity. because of volume here, but it's absolutely tiny. So if we're going to go ahead and activate this power armor, we need to activate it this way. Great, okay. So you need, okay, right, there we go. You need some source of power for your heavy power armor. A simple UPS will do. There is also a certain bionic that helps with this kind of armor. We have that bionic. We have the power armor interface, so that will connect it into our own unit. But what we want to do is have some UPSs charged so that we can actually put it in this. Okay, so we're going to be very, very slow. You'll see that we're super encumbered because essentially we're walking with this power armor turned off right now. We do have some UPSs though, and if we can just straight up charge those up, that'll be awesome. So we're going to do another all-round look. So look, there's two here. We've got an advanced UPS and a UPS to the west, okay? Which means that it's actually in here right now. So if I jump back into the front seat here, if we go ahead and examine vehicle, no, controls, or rather control vehicle, we want to turn on the, where is it? Turn on recharger. Okay, so the UPS compatible recharger is now turned on. So what we're going to see is everything that has a UPS charger in here, or rather UPS. We can see these two UPSs, we can see the charges going up. So each of those contain 100 charges of batteries. Good to know. Now where is the advanced UPS? Because that's in here somewhere as well. Let's see, advanced UPS, okay, that's in there. So that's going to start charging as well. So that's 2,500 charges of plutonium. So the advanced UPS is definitely what we're wanting to roll with. We are also going to have a look while we're here at just UPS to see what we can make. So we can only make a standard UPS, and we need a whole heap of things to be able to do that. You can also convert things to be able to use them as well. Right, okay, we're going to want a whole heap of these conversion mods, essentially for all of our tools, for us to be able to use. But with this power armor, we're going to have it stashed either in here or at the back of the vehicle, and it's going to have these UPSs with it. And the idea will be that the UPSs will always be charging, so we can just grab them with the power armor, keep them all together as one unit, and then rock out with that. However, the power armor is essentially useless without the proper frame to go along with it. So we're going to be dropping that back into there for now. And yeah, we need to try and figure out how, if any way at all, we're going to be able to make a hauling frame. Yeah, it's so annoying, it's so frustrating that we can't make it. Because like, our skills are very, very high right now, but there's just no chance for us to be able to make it. So without that power armor is essentially going to be useless for us, unless it's super situational and we're just using it. I mean, like, hell, we could use it to clear areas. It just means that we can't pick anything up. We could rock in with the power armor and our daggers, and we could use that. The only issue with that is that it does limit the amount of time that we can be using it for, because we're limited to a very small volume. And so if we use like we could probably use 2 UPSs. We might be able to get away with using just one advanced UPS, but then yeah, we're kind of stuck from that point. So what we need to do then in that case is look at alternative ways for us to be able to gain power. So if we had something like an ethanol burner or something like that, that would do the trick. And from memory, we have all of our extra CBMs out here. So we have the leukotype breeder system. That's something that I still want to try and bring on. We don't have anything else right now though, so that's unfortunate. And I don't think we can make any of the ones that I actually want right now. If we go to electronics and then rock along to CBMs, we can see all the CBMs that we can make. The water extraction unit is pretty tempting. Because we can essentially gain water out of anything. So we can just like suck it out of, even zombies we can suck it out of, and get completely hydrated. So that could be a good thing for us to potentially go for. Just need 2 power converters and 2 burnt out bionics. I thought we had a few lying around, but we might have ended up leaving some of those behind. That's unfortunate. Yes. Well, I know we haven't accomplished as much as I was wanting to in this episode. We got the pipes done at the very least. It hasn't really been action-packed at all. It's been more of a planning episode than anything, because from this point on, Dusk is going to be focusing heavily on this ranch, and the next step for us is trying to figure out what these engines are. So it's either going to be a process of elimination, by gathering a whole heap of different engines, or we might be able to find out specifically which one it is that they're after by Dusk going in there and asking, hey, do you want to be a little bit more specific as to what engines you want? And then we'll be able to know for certain what we're actually going to be getting. So yeah, that's our plan at this stage. I'm pretty happy with all of this. This though, all of our items, I'm going to have to spend a decent amount of time off camera, essentially sorting those out, because it just isn't entertaining. It is just like, it's just time consuming. It's just moving things from one place to the other. And because we've got so many things at the moment, it does take a long time to transfer them. So in between that time, what I'm going to have to do for Dusk is try and find a semi-renewable food source for her, or at least try and find a balance between the day of us sticking our roots in the ground and then sleeping. So I'll be able to try and figure out what's going to work for us to be able to do that and get all these things done. But come the next episode, everything should be organized, it should be in place, and we should be able to better do things in this vehicle and in the surrounding world. We're going to be ending things a little earlier today. I'm absolutely exhausted, and I know that isn't a good excuse, but I just don't want to make any mistakes right now with Dusk, because Dusk is our longest lived character, and well, bad things can happen even later on, like just driving along and forgetting about this turret and then it shooting the vehicle and potentially hitting a very explosive part of it that carries mini nukes, because we carry mini nukes in this thing, because that's a clever idea. Yeah, we might be storing those elsewhere, or at least a little bit more protected spot in the truck. Yes. Anyway, I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. Awesome? Yes, you've all been awesome. See, this is why I'm stopping now. So, until next time, stay tuned.